Now that we've got the throttle body removed, it's very important to make sure you don't get any cleaner inside of the electrical. So I've saran wrapped it and taped it off. So what we're going to do is spray the inside and then let it sit for a bit, and then we'll clean it out. To remove and clean the throttle body, you're going to start by removing the engine cover, the throttle body is located over here. We're going to start by removing the two clips here on each side, and we'll remove the air intake. The next thing we're going to do is remove the harness on the throttle body. On the back side here, you'll lightly push against the clip and it will remove. Make sure you don't lose this. You can then lift up and the throttle body harness will remove. The next thing we're going to do is to remove the 4 bolts mounting the throttle body to the intake. So inside of the throttle bottle here, you'll see it removed the rubber gasket here. So just be careful if it comes out with that bolt that you're putting it back in the same position with the gasket again. Now that we've got the throttle body removed, it's very important to make sure you don't get any cleaner inside of the electrical. So I've saran wrapped it and taped it off. So what we're going to do is spray the inside and then let it sit for a bit, and then we'll clean it out. I'm going to be using CRC throttle body cleaner. We're now going to let that sit for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and clean it out. Now that we've allowed the throttle body to sit for a few minutes, we're going to clean it off. So it's important to make sure you're not using something with very, very hard bristles. You don't want to scratch up and scrape the inside of the throttle body plate. After cleaning the throttle body for about 30 minutes, this is about as good as I think it's going to get. So there's still a little bit of staining from the carbon. You'll never get it perfect, but this is far better than it was previously. So now that we're completed, I'm going to change my gloves and I'm going to reassemble the throttle body. Now that I've changed my gloves, it's time to put back together the throttle body. When reinstalling the throttle body, I recommend starting with one of the top 2 bolts so you can get the positioning correct. When cleaning the throttle body, I highly recommend wrapping the electrical connection in plastic if you can. This is going to guarantee that you have a clean connection after and you don't get any of the cleaner inside. When cleaning the throttle body, be very mindful of the gasket on the inside of the throttle body. You want to make sure when you're putting these bolts back in that you do go to the recommended torque spec for each manufacturer. I'm now going to switch over to my torque bar, torque these down, and then we're going to reconnect the battery and reconnect the harness. Now that I've torqued down the 4 bolts on the throttle body, we're going to reconnect the harness and then reconnect the car battery. Now that the throttle body is back together, we're going to go into the relearn process. Now that we put everything back together, we're going to do the relearn process. On this specific vehicle, the relearn process, you're going to start the vehicle, let it run for 3 minutes, turn the vehicle off for 1 minute, restart the vehicle and allow it to run for another 3 minutes, and your throttle body should be relearned at that point. If the throttle body does not relearn after that, you'll need to take the car for a ride and get above 70 kilometers an hour. Now that the vehicle has run for 3 minutes, we're going to let it sit for 1 minute, and then we'll restart for another 3 minutes. We're now going to start the vehicle and let it run for another 3 minutes. Now that the vehicle has run for the second interval of 3 minutes, the throttle body has relearned itself. You can now turn the vehicle off, and you're good to go. Now that I've completed the throttle relearn, I'm using the Launch C-Reader Elite to check the desired throttle position against the indicated throttle position. There's a little bit of a variance, but that's not going to cause any issues with the vehicle running. And just like that, cleaning and relearning your throttle is just that easy. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.